Welcome to our channel, Bantu Holy Scripture Inspired. In this video we explain the title of Bantu Holy Scripture. The title is a true reflection of what is contained between the covers of this book. Sharing of information is recreating a reality about a situation. Holiness refers to purity, cleanliness, or closeness to the natural original form. The purity/holiness of information/scripture relates to the degree of accuracy of information, quality, and the detail of information, quantity. All information that you receive, including spiritual information, has a level of purity, as in, there is a level of accuracy and a level of detail. Those two aspects allow you to recreate that reality and make decisions based on those two aspects. The more the detail of information and the more the accuracy of the information, the better you are able to recreate the reality, and subsequently the better decisions you are able to make from the information, assuming you have sufficient base information to interpret the information presented. Base information relates to what you already know, your knowledge base. To recreate a reality from the information provided, you need to be able to translate the information and make sense of it. You need to have sufficient information about the reality being recreated to be able to understand and recreate the reality yourself. Knowledge is acquired once the reality has been recreated and a picture has been formed that makes sense to the receiver of information. If the base knowledge was created from information of low purity, the knowledge base will be of low purity, and it may be difficult to translate some purer information when it is received. As a Bantu, we have allowed our knowledge base to be created by foreigners through the foreign education system that they came with. We have relied for the most part on this foreign knowledge base for our decision making. We have not harnessed our own indigenous information to create our own knowledge base, we have abandoned it in favor of the Western information. This has allowed foreigners to control our thinking, to control our behavior, and control us as a Bantu. Information can be manipulated to achieve a particular goal simply by reducing the accuracy and/or the detail. If we do not have our own knowledge base to interpret the foreign information with, we then act based on the reality created by the foreigners' low purity information. We can learn a lot by analyzing our own information to create our own knowledge base, which will allow us to better interpret information from outside of ourselves. The reason we need our knowledge base is that foreigners have their own agendas for their own survival, and they may not be keen to provide us with information that may improve our situation at the expense of what they view as their survival. A good example is the information we have about an infection. Western literature informs us that an infection is when you come across an infectious agent, be it bacteria, a virus, or any other pathogen, and it overcomes your immune system because of its virulence and the incompetence of your immune system. The infectious agent multiplies inside of you and creates toxicity in the body, resulting in sickness. The options you have based on the information are to take an antibiotic which will kill the bacteria, or to immunize yourself to prevent the bacteria from infecting you. However, the infection life cycle does not start with the infectious agent infecting you, it starts with the food you eat. If you eat mucus-producing food, it causes an overproduction of mucus in areas lined with mucous membrane. The excess mucus then becomes stagnant in the body, trapping the infectious agent which is always present in you and the area around you. The mucus acts as nutrition for the infectious agent and allows it to feed and multiply. Without the excess mucus, the bacteria will not infect the body. The infection is based on where the mucus accumulates. If it is in the respiratory tract, then you will have a respiratory tract infection, and the mucus is referred to as sputum. If it accumulates in the eyes, you will have an eye infection. If the mucus accumulates as a result of trauma to an area of the body, it will accumulate at the injured area and will be called pus. The additional detail improves the purity of information and allows you to make better decisions. Instead of focusing on the infectious agent, you have an option to focus on the mucus that has accumulated. By removing the mucus, you remove the bacteria with the mucus and heal the infection without the antibiotic. This is standard treatment protocol for a wound infection in Western medicine. Pus is drained before the wound is treated. If you regularly detox/cleanse your body of mucus, there is no need for vaccination either, because you will not have any mucus accumulation and you will avoid any infection. If we take the time to understand the science behind Bantu medicine, we will realize that it heals from this purer knowledge base. Detoxing the body is standard treatment protocol for Bantu medicine on infections and most ailments. If we use Bantu treatment protocols and start focusing on removing the mucus, then there will be little to no need for antibiotics, home disinfectants, vaccinations, and various other medical agents. The manufacturers of these agents will lose a lot of money and jobs. Not only that, the focus will result in Bantu medicine being recognized, will improve the Bantu economy, and the foreigners will lose their control on us as well. Would they then provide us with the purer information then? Another good example of misinformation is what we have been informed about the flu. We all know the flu to be as a result of a viral infection. Let us purify that information. The flu is the body's natural way of detoxifying itself. Your head and face have 4 sets of cavities referred to as sinuses. These sinuses are lined with mucus. The body is required to keep this mucus at a particular temperature to make sure it does not solidify, as that will create sickness for the body. When you are in a cold environment for a prolonged period, you catch a cold. Catching a cold means the body's temperature reduces to a point where the mucus in your head starts to solidify. The body responds by increasing your temperature to liquefy the mucus, resulting in a fever and the liquefied mucus dripping down your nose. That is how flu is created. The body is ordinarily able to regulate the temperature quite easily, but what creates difficulty is that the sweet food we eat results in oversecretion of mucus in your sinuses. This creates a bigger abnormal burden, which makes it more difficult for the body to keep the mucus liquid. This then makes you more susceptible to flu. Steaming with herbs like artemisia, gum tree leaves, eucalyptus oil, and many other similar herbs increases the temperature of the body, and the herbs are mucolytic, which liquefy the mucus, allowing the body to excrete it much better. Steaming with these herbs works with the body's natural immune system in removing the excess mucus. That is why they heal the body much quicker than Western flu medication. If you steam, you remove the source of the problem by removing the excess mucus. If you steam regularly and avoid mucus-producing food, then you are preventing flu and other sicknesses from your body. If you use medication that disturbs the natural cleansing process, you create an accumulation of mucus in the sinuses, which creates other diseases associated with the nasal area like sinusitis. The purified information shows that there is no need for the Western flu medication and no need for vaccination either. Bantu medicine works from this purer knowledge base and is therefore superior to Western medicine. Harnessing it will result in improvement of a Bantu. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Please drop your comments and questions on the comments section below. We will make sure we respond as soon as we can. We also welcome any learning path created or extended from this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel BHS Inspired for more insightful content. Stay tuned for our next video on Introduction to Bantu Holy Scripture, the truth about the power within, know the self in the universe.